I want a guy who makes me laugh. I want a guy who's hot. I want a guy who has great personality. I want a guy who's great in bed. I want a guy who knows who he is. I want a guy who knows how to please a woman in bed.
I want a guy who knows what a real man is. I want a guy who knows what a real orgasm is. I want a kind, sensitive guy who loves me for me. I want a kind, sensitive guy who's hot. He's my soulmate. He is so hot.
Now, this isn't to say that women don't actually want these traits in a man, because a lot of times they do. But we're talking about sluts. And sluts aren't interested in personality or sensitivity. They want a stable of hot guys who pound them out and leave them in a sweaty heap. They'll look for all that other stuff when the hot guys no longer want anything to do with them. He's my soulmate means he's hot and he fucks me good. That's all there is to it.
You're disrespecting me. You're not treating me like a princess.
Today's women characterize any behavior that doesn't put them on a pedestal and is tolerant of bad behavior as disrespectful. Ignore these accusations and stand your ground.
You're being verbally abusive. You're not agreeing with everything I say.
Abuse is an increasingly nebulous word that changes definitions depending upon how she's feeling at the time. This is a scare tactic women like to deploy when they don't get their way. Again, ignore the statement and remain steadfast.
We have such a healthy relationship. It will be very easy to cheat on you when I decide to.
Beware of any woman who brags about a healthy relationship. This means she has cheated, is cheating, or is going to cheat. Remember what I said about toxic relationships? Well, the opposite applies when a woman says her relationship is healthy.
You're a misogynist. You're supposed to worship me, but you're not.
Any man who makes unflattering statements about women and holds them accountable for their bad decisions is looked at as a woman hater. This is a tactic women like to use to silence men who tell the truth about women.
You're insecure, controlling, and possessive. I need you to give me space so I can cheat on you.
If a woman ever says this to you, it simply means that your value isn't high enough to justify adhering to your standards. Women never say this about the men they love. Instead, they'll say, he doesn't want me texting my ex, going out to bars or clubs, or going out of town without him. I think it's just so sweet that he doesn't want any other man to have me except for him. If your value is high enough, a woman will comply with whatever demands you place upon her.
That's a red flag. That turns me on.
If it gets the attention of law enforcement, it gets the attention of young hot females. Red flags are turn-ons for girls, guys, and that's all there is to it. If a woman says XYZ is a red flag, it means she's turned on by him.
Maybe. No.
We'll see. Nope. More than likely. Hell nah.
If nothing comes up, sure. Sure won't. If I can finish my project, of course. Of course not.
If I don't have plans, definitely. Definitely not.
When it comes to meeting up with girls, a general rule of thumb is that if the answer is anything but yes, the answer is always no. Listen, if a girl wants to meet up with you, she'll meet up with you. She won't put conditions on it. She won't tell you about other plans. She'll simply say yes and wait for your instructions.
Don't even think about anal. If you try to fuck me in the ass, I'll totally let you. I don't swallow. It's degrading. I will swallow every drop.
Anal sex and swallowing are sexual acts that are reserved for the men women love. The guy who fucks her in the ass and gets his load swallowed is the guy she wants to be with. This one falls under the same category as, I'm not sleeping with you tonight. If a woman proactively tells you she doesn't do anal or doesn't swallow, it means she's thinking about it. Telling you these things unprovoked most definitely means she wants you to try. Just like when she says, I'm not sleeping with you tonight. But remember, she has to do this unprovoked. If you ask her about anal or swallowing, you won't know what the real answer is regardless of what she tells you. It's best to wait for her to bring it up. That way, you know she's thinking about it, which means she wants you to do it.
I don't date players anymore. I don't want to, but I definitely want to sleep with you.
Despite what they say out loud, women love men who give off a player vibe. It means he has experience with women, which translates to pre-selection. If a woman asks you if you're a player or says she doesn't date players anymore, she definitely wants you to fuck her.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I am not sorry.
The only time women are truly sorry is if they are negatively affected. This is how women fake apologize. If she tells you, "I'm sorry you feel that way," she most definitely is not sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I want you to dump me.
Now they're sorry, but only because they've been negatively affected by what they've done. People know she did you wrong, and now she's sorry. But she still wants out of the relationship, so she's waiting for you to dump her.
I never meant to hurt you, but I don't care that I did.
Now this one is actually true. Most women never intentionally hurt the men they cheat on, but that doesn't mean they actually care that they hurt you.
It just happened. Wanted to fuck him for a while, so I flirted till he made the move.
She's had her eye on that dude for a while. She made sure that she made herself available to him so that he would make the first move and fuck her. Nothing ever just happens when it comes to girls and sex. When a girl fucks a guy, she's been thinking about it for a while and eventually facilitated the cheating.
I was going to tell you tomorrow. I was never gonna tell you.
Women never intend to tell you about their infidelity. They only say they are going to tell you after you find out about it in an attempt to save face. If you expect a woman to tell you she cheated, it's going to be a long wait. Do not fall for her retroactive honesty, gentlemen. She was never going to tell you in the first place.
I'm a strong woman. I want a strong man. I'm super competitive. I want a super competitive guy.
Men are intimidated by me. I am turned on by men who intimidate me.
A dating hack I discovered a while back is if you ask her what kind of woman she is, she will tell you what kind of man she wants. A woman who talks about how strong, competitive, and intimidating she is telling you she's turned on by strong, competitive, and intimidating men.
I like nice guys. I do like nice guys, but I will never sleep with them.
Women just love nice guys. Nice guys give them all the benefits of being in a relationship without actually having to have sex with them. So yes, women do like nice guys, but not the way nice guys want to be liked.
I want to get married someday. I do want to get married after I fucked at least 100 guys.
Every woman wants to get married. It is a symbol of her inherent value as a woman. A man chose her to spend the rest of his life with and to start a family with. But today's women aren't interested in marriage when their value is at its peak. But then they wonder why high-value men don't want to wife them up in their mid to late 30s.
Do you love me? I'm about to ask you for something.
A woman who knows she deserves good treatment will never pull this on you. She knows she's earned that good treatment because she's good to you. Women who have to ask you if you love them as a ploy to ask for something know she's not deserving of whatever it is she wants, which is why they manipulate men in this way.
We need to talk. I'm dumping you for the guy I'm cheating with.
Not much to say here, because the only time a woman tells you that you need to talk is when she wants to dump you.
What are your plans for Thanksgiving? I need a boyfriend, so I'm not alone for the holidays.
Women ask this at the beginning of what's known as cuffing season, which lasts from Thanksgiving until spring break. Here's how the cycle goes. They'll hook up with random dudes all summer long, but because they don't want to be alone for the holidays and Valentine's Day, they latch on to the guy they like the most. Then about a week or so before spring break, they'll tell you, "We need to talk." Rinse and repeat. Standard operating procedure for today's women. There are over 600 more female translations available to you right now, starting at just $16. Get all of these translations in multiple formats: video, audio, ebook, and paperback. Get one at a time or get the whole series at a huge discount. Go to donovansharp.com/womanese to get your hands on these cheat codes and take your understanding of women to the next dimension. Link in description.